Hello guys, welcome back to yet another fragrance video. Hope you all are doing great. So today I have a list of 10 masterpiece, 10 out of 10 niche fragrances in my collection. So as you all know, if you follow my channel, I had done a 10 out of 10 designer fragrances list, and that time you people were asking me to do a 10 out of 10 niche fragrance. Although I'm not a big fan of this 10 out of 10 list, but sometimes I do like a top 10 video. And I have chosen 10 fragrances. These are like masterpieces for me, not necessarily for you, because as you know, the fragrances are highly subjective. One man's gold is another man's trash. So I highly urge you to sample these fragrances if you don't have it in your collection. I don't advise you to blind buy any fragrance. So these are just the fragrances I love in my niche collection. So let's start with, there is no particular order, as you know, all are 10 out of 10. So first let's start with the house of Initio Parfums. So Initio makes really good quality fragrances, and my absolute favorite from the house is Side Effect from Initio. So as you all know, this is a tobacco vanilla fragrance. So if you are a fan of tobacco vanilla from Tom Ford, you can definitely check this fragrance out. It's kind of a very sensual and alluring fragrance. This is perfectly unisex. I think this is one of the best unisex tobacco fragrances out there. And this is spicy. You get tobacco, cinnamon, and as it dries down, you get the vanilla. And this fragrance also has a note of hedione. It's like has a very pheromone kind of effect. A sexual fragrance, I must say. Wow, this is very sensual, and the performance is not like too loud, although it lasts a long time, but I would say it's more of a date night kind of scent, or close encounter, Netflix and chill kind of a fragrance. So if you like tobacco, cinnamon, vanilla, if you like the idea of not in the range of spice bomb extreme, that's too much of spicy. This is more on the focuses more on the boozy and vanilla with the tobacco accords. So a really good one, a solid niche fragrance which I love in my collection from the house of Initio, Side Effect. So sample before you blind buy. Okay. So the next one, this is also a tobacco fragrance from the highly popular or hyped house of Roja. I don't know about other Roja fragrances. Like I'm not a big fan, or I don't buy all the Roja fragrances, but I absolutely love this fragrance. It's Enigma Parfum Cologne, and I just love this bottle, the presentation, the cap, and this is also called Creation E in certain parts of the world. So Enigma, wow, this is one of the niche fragrances that I was completely blown away when I sniffed it. It's unlike any other fragrances. It has that beautiful Coca-Cola mixed with like cognac and tobacco. That's the kind of a vibe this gives. It's a mature scent. I won't say this is a unisex fragrance. It's more for the gentleman. I can imagine a very well-dressed man in a jazz club with a cigar. That's the kind of vibe that this fragrance evokes. So it's a bit mature scent, but smells amazing and the quality, the Roja quality is definitely in there in this fragrance. And this is a cologne concentration, so it's not like a super beast mode, but it lasts a long time with a moderate projection. And this is my absolute favorite from the house of Roja Parfums, like more than Elysium. Elysium is a freshie for summer. This is perfect for the fall and winter. Great one from Roja Parfums. Okay, so the next is from the house of Parfums de Marly. So as you all know, there are a lot of fragrances in the Parfums de Marly catalog. And my favorite, my absolute favorite is Layton Exclusif. So you know, Layton is one of the popular or hyped, if you can say, niche fragrances. Many people consider it to be a good entry level niche fragrances because of the similarity with the Boss bottle fragrance, the classic. But this one is like a niche version, more niche version of Layton. And this was my scent of the day yesterday, and I will tell you what. I was wearing like I think I wore like 8 sprays of Layton Exclusif, because here like the temperature has cooled down now. And I was like passing by two of my colleagues who were like elderly women, like around maybe 50 plus age, and both of them at the same time they said, when I passed by them, you smell freaking amazing. That's a compliment I got with Layton Exclusif. I haven't gotten such kind of a compliment even with the original Layton. So people who say Layton Exclusif, oh, it's like heavy in castoreum, it's oud, it's animalic, they must be teenage boys. Real men wear Layton Exclusif, and it smells freaking amazing in the air. That's what even I experienced when I put on Layton Exclusif. This is not a fragrance you just spray on your wrist and bury your nose and say, oh, this is very complex, this is very challenging. Those guys are pussies. This is freaking amazing scent, and the compliment I received from Layton Exclusif is a proof of that. For mature ladies, I would say they love this smell. I don't know about the young teenage girls, but this is a freaking amazing scent. If you smell it in the air, you would understand that. I know like some people don't like Layton Exclusif, they find it to be more challenging, but this is an amazing niche fragrance. I can say from my experience, I don't judge by the reviews from other people, I judge from just my own experience, what I from the reactions I get when I wear a fragrance around people. So Layton was a good fragrance to me, but Layton Exclusif is great fragrance. So that's the difference. This is a manlier version of Layton. Layton is for teenagers, this is for men. Absolute favorite from the house of Parfums de Marly. Okay, so next fragrance is very obvious if you follow my channel, from another house that I love very much, from the house of Amouage. So my absolute favorite 10 out of 10 fragrance is Royal Tobacco. There is no doubt on that. So this is the like incense, all the Middle Eastern notes you can imagine, all the spices, frankincense, Omani incense, tobacco, oud, the note breakdown of this. I'm not like too much of a person who can like dissect all the notes, fragrance notes. I have already openly admitted that, but I pick up on the notes that I get when I like wear a fragrance, and that's it. But this fragrance is absolutely amazing. If you want a fragrance that is worth for the money you pay, like this is not a cheap fragrance, you know, Amouage is expensive, but this is worth the price you pay. Like it has all the high quality ingredients. It's amazing. It's one of the best tobacco fragrance. Like even more than side effect, I enjoy this fragrance. If you like Middle Eastern notes, if you don't like Middle Eastern kind of fragrances, I won't advise you to buy this. You should love all the resinous like olibanum, myrrh, all that kind of incense, all those notes, like the Middle Eastern vibe fragrance. But this is on another level. Royal Tobacco, it's my absolute favorite, even more than Jubilation 25. 10 out of 10 from Amouage. Okay, so the next one is from Mancera. So as you know, Mancera is a great entry-level house for people who are like just transitioning from designer to niche, and many people buy Siddharth Boyce. Even I bought Siddharth Boyce when I was like venturing into niche fragrances. So there are a lot of Manceras that I have tried in my journey. Some I like, some I absolutely hate, but this latest release is absolutely perfect for me. Amore Caffe from Mancera. So if you have seen my reviews, our first impression video I did, so I have mentioned that it smells like the dessert affogato. So affogato is like a cappuccino, hot coffee poured on vanilla ice cream. That's exactly what you get from this fragrance. Even if you smell the nozzle, you will get that brown sugar, almond liquor. So it has a note of amaretto. Amaretto is the almond liquor. So you get, if you imagine like a coffee liquor poured on vanilla ice cream, that's exactly the vibe you get with Amore Caffe. And there are like certain fragrances that gives that burnt sugar vibe. You can say like by the fireplace, Ragba, wood intense, but this is like the best version of all of them. If you think of those fragrances made more gourmand forward with a like a gourmand vanilla ice cream, that's this is absolute beauty. And this performs like the longevity is absolutely great. I got like more than 12 hours with moderate projection. That's how a fragrance that like Amore Caffe should perform. It should not be beast mode. It's like a very nice aura around you. absolutely love it to wear during the fall and winter season. Amore Caffe from Mancera, my absolute favorite 10 out of 10 Mancera fragrance. Okay, so the next one, this is also a tobacco fragrance, but unlike other tobacco fragrance that I mentioned, all the other like Enigma, Royal Tobacco, Side Effect, these are like heavy tobacco. So this is an all year round tobacco, even you can wear it for summer. And this kind of fragrances usually comes from Ormond Jayne, Montabacco Intensivo. They make heavy notes more suitable for summer season. That's their specialty. Like Oudh, they have Nawab of Oudh, which is wearable during the summer season, and this Montabacco Intensivo. Nice one. Wow. So that's the difference when you smell designers and niche. Some people like to hate on niche fragrance, saying it's artistic, but the blending, the quality on niche fragrance is next level. That's why they charge high prices. I don't bash designers fragrance, I don't bash clone, I don't bash niche, I don't have a favorite. Anything that smells good is amazing for me. So this is a 10 by 10 fragrance, fresh tobacco fragrance. You get that leafy kind of tobacco. Amazing fragrance, amazing blending, and Ormond Jayne, they make excellent quality fragrance. This one and Nawab of Oudh are the two fragrance I suggest you guys to sample. 10 out of 10 tobacco, all year round tobacco fragrance. Okay, so the next one, this is also my favorite boozy fragrance. If you follow my channel, you must be knowing that I love Angel Share from Kilian. I just love the presentation, the concept, and Kilian Hennessy, you all know, is the king of booze. They make excellent boozy fragrance. This one, Black Phantom, single malt, all these are amazing boozy fragrances. And this has that cinnamon apple pie kind of vibe. So the benzoin, the vanilla, and the boozy aspects. It's a great gourmand fragrance. And this is also perfectly unisex. Women can also rock Angel Share. And there are like many clones have come out, but the OG is the OG. So I love Angel Share. Some people may find it not good, but I just love it. And Kamra Latafa is totally different fragrance. Don't buy Kamra thinking that it's a clone of Angel Share. You have to pay the price for Kilian, obviously. And 50 ml is expensive, but it's worth to have it in your collection. Angel Share. And I have learned that there is a new fragrance that come out, which is supposed to smell like the discontinued single malt, and the name is Old Fashioned. I haven't tested that fragrance, and from what I hear, it's like a plum mixed with whiskey kind of fragrance. So in my memory, I have like I still remember sampling single malt many years back, and I had enjoyed it, but it was like expensive, so I didn't buy the fragrance. So Angel Share is also a very good one with a cognac note. Okay, so this, and there is apple brandy on the rocks. There are many from Kilian, but this is the one I absolutely love. This and Black Phantom. Those are my favorites. Okay, so let's talk about a fruity fragrance that is 10 out of 10. This is a recent discovery in my collection, and I have put it in some of my videos like tropical fragrance videos. This is the most juiciest fruity fragrance that I had ever sniffed. So I have one more favorite fruity fragrance, actually two more. Yeah, so this is stunning. This is Aican from Kajal. Look at that bottle. And I received a very good compliment from my wife. Sometimes I hide my perfume from her, the expensive ones, because once she finds out, she will just spray it heavily and empty it. So the expensive ones, I don't like put in the limelight. I just hide it from her. So and one day I was wearing this, and she was asking me, what's that you are wearing? I didn't find that fragrance anywhere, so I was wearing Aican from Kajal. It's very lovable scent, very bright passion fruit. You can feel that juicy passion fruit. Wow. If Lamar was the amazing, like one of the most hyped and most best-selling fragrance, Aican is like one level ahead of Lamar. Lamar has that bit of Middle Eastern with the rose and Baccarat Rouge DNA, but this is completely different from Lamar. This is like full on a fruity gourmand, and it dries down to praline note in the mid, and then vanilla. Initially it's like too fruity, and as it goes to the mid and the dry down. It goes like bit of a woody, not too much woodiness is there, but still an amazing fruity gourmand fragrance. So this fragrance can also be worn all year round. That's the specialty. I would say Lamar is more for the summer, but Aican is all year round because of that praline note. Delicious fragrance, delicious fruity fragrance. So the other fruity fragrances that I love, absolutely love, one is Flamenco from Ramon Monegal. Amazing raspberry fragrance. I had gotten superb compliments from that one. That one is a beast mode performer as well. It's expensive, but it's worth it. Flamenco. And the other one is from Byron Perfumes, a strawberry fragrance, Mula Mula. That's also a great fruity fragrance. But this one is my absolute favorite at the moment. Aiken from Kajal. Okay, so next one, 10 out of 10 fragrance from Xerjoff. The bad boy Tony Iommi Monkey Special. So this is like in your face, very rugged, patchouli, rum, passion fruit. So the passion fruit in here, you can't expect it to be the passion. This you will feel the juicy passion fruit in your face. But this one is blended with rum and patchouli. You get a lot of patchouli in this fragrance. So patchouli note is kind of like an aphrodisiac. And this one has that that wet soil kind of vibe mixed with, I get a good amount of rose in this fragrance. I don't know if it's officially mentioned, but it's like if you have sniffed the fragrance Hypnotizing Fire from the Harmonist, you get traces of that fragrance. I find these two fragrances to be somewhat like similar. Though that fragrance has also a heavy dose of patchouli and rose with some like smoky notes, etc. This also has that, and this also has leather in the dry down. So amazing fragrance. Wow. Comes in this 50 ml, and I think now they have released this fragrance in the bigger bottle as well. But I was like very lucky to get a tester of this fragrance at a very good deal, maybe $130 or something, and from Perfume Online, that website. Okay, so after that I didn't like it. I think it got sold out. I'm not sure, but the retail price is very high for this fragrance. Don't blind buy, please sample. Retail goes for like maybe 200, or like in even at discounters in Joma shop and sites like that, 200 220. So I held back myself from getting it at that price because I can't imagine spending $200+ for a 50 ml fragrance. That's not me. Anything within $150 is a sweet spot for me. Maybe like 150, 160. That's it. I don't spend more than that for a niche fragrance. Like there are many fragrance houses like Bodycia the Victorias. They sell for absurd prices, $500. I can buy a nice watch for that fragrance. So this one is a great one. If you find it at a steal deal, you can definitely grab this one. This is my absolute favorite from Xerjoff, along with Alexandria too. Tony Iommi, another masterpiece, 10 out of 10 fragrance. Okay, now only one more fragrance is left. So this one is very popular in the Fragcom, in YouTube, everywhere. People love it. From the Quentin Bish masterpiece Ganymede. So it's like it reminds me of a like nice leather sofa, sitting in a leather sofa. It has that kind of a, I don't know, and I get like nice green apple note in this fragrance. It is very metallic, mineralic kind of fragrance. Like each time it sniffs different to me. I simply love like taking it from my collection and just sniffing just to remind me of the fragrance. It's very amazing fragrance. Very super unique fragrance from Mr. Quentin Bish. And there are other fragrances also like Essential Parfums, Boya Imperial, and even the Kenzo. You can find traces of Ganymede, but this is the OG. So if you want to buy one fragrance, you should get Ganymede from Marc-Antoine Barrois. So I won't say blind buy. Some people may not like this fragrance, but I absolutely love it. And this is a treasure for me. And it's expensive as well. So please sample. This is a 10 out of 10 in my collection. And this one more specialty, all year round fragrance. Summer, winter. That's one of the best feature of this fragrance. You can wear it any time, any season, any occasion. That kind of a fragrance. Absolutely love this Ganymede from Marc-Antoine Barrois. So guys, these are the 10 fragrances in my collection. that I enjoyed, like the niche fragrances. So there might be fragrances in this list you might be absolutely hating. As you all know, perfumes are subjective, and what works for me may not work for you. But if you feel your taste and matches with my fragrance taste, you can definitely check this fragrance out. So these are the 10 best from my collection. Okay guys, that's it. I'll be back with another fragrance review. Stay fragrant, stay healthy, stay blessed.